been a lot of talk recently online on various forums and of course social media regarding the trigger system of the BSA Lightning CLX. Now I can tell you that this trigger unit is brand new. It was designed specifically for the launch of this rifle, and every single component in there is either manufactured at the Birmingham plant or is sourced elsewhere in the UK. There's no foreign components in that trigger at all. One thing I also will say is that every single component in here is metal. There's not a single gram of plastic to be found, right down to the trigger blade. Everything in there is metal. Now the folks at BSA in the workshop there have very kindly done this for me. They've sent me a completely deconstructed trigger system, and I'll run you through that in a second and give you a closer look at it. Now this trigger is adjustable. It's not a true two-stage trigger, but I'll explain what that means. Now this grub screw here, if you stick an Allen key in there, you don't have to have the action out the stock to do this. You can do this with the rifle completely assembled. Now it comes with a reasonably long first stage, which comes to an abrupt halt, and then quite a heavy pull. That's how it comes from the factory. So you've got the first stage, comes to a halt, and then the pull. Now if you turn this screw clockwise, what that will do is will reduce the first stage travel and give you a lighter pull. So it's a lighter release, and basically it's the sear inside. The more you turn this clockwise, the lighter pressure required when you pull that trigger to engage the sear and then release the piston. And similarly, if you turn it anti-clockwise, that's going to give you a longer first stage and then quite a heavy pull to engage that sear. And there it is in all its glory, the entire brand new trigger system for the Lightning CLX. Now as I mentioned before, this unit is manufactured completely from metal. There's not a single piece of plastic in there. And basically what you've got is this bottom sear here sits on top of the trigger, and when you pull the trigger, this sear engages with the top sear, which then releases the piston, which is held in place by this piece here. It's very simple but a very, very effective design, and it works. So there you go. I hope that's helped clear up a few questions and rumours that have been flying around. It really is a very nice trigger unit, and it's perfectly suited to this new Lightning CLX.